This is Carlos from MetalRules.com, and here with me is Vinny Moore and Andy Parker of the legendary rock band UFO. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great, man. How you doing?
Good, doing good. Thanks for asking.
Awesome.
This is the last date of your North American tour. You were supporting your greatest hits collection, Best of a Decade.
Right.
How'd the tour go, and then what were some of the highlights?
Tonight, the last one. Get to go home tomorrow. No, it's been really good. Better business than we figured. The way with the economy the way it is. Good crowds. Yeah, it's been
Personally, I think the band's played the best we've ever played. I think this is kind of the peak. We might have been to this point before, but it's never been better. I think it was a really good run.
Yeah, it was a really
Phil
good
was really on his game, and we all played well, and I thought the shows were really good shows.
You brought Brazilian rockers Mindflow to support you on this tour. What made them the band choice? The choice.
Well, we
band
were
to
actually
take it?
hoping that they would bring Brazilian girls. We misunderstood, and we thought a Brazilian girl band was opening for us, and we were like, bring them on. And then they got there, and they faked us out. It was actually guys. Actually, it wasn't really a band decision.
It wasn't a band decision. I think it was something that our agent put together. Lovely bunch of guys, I have to
Awesome
say.
guys, and great at what they do.
Great at what they do. I'm not convinced that our audience is probably the best for them, but they did well,
Yeah, that's the reason I asked. It's a little different from
Very
UFO.
different.
The music is completely different, so I was wondering why. But this year, you guys are among some of the headliners for the South Texas Rock Fest. How does it feel to be here, and are you enjoying yourself so far?
Oh yeah, I'm in San
We've
Antonio.
been here since, 10 or 11 this morning, so it's in and out. We're all going home tomorrow. These guys are flying back to England. Well, he's driving. He lives in Texas. I'm going back to the East Coast.
I live in Texas.
So, yeah, we're in and out pretty quickly, but it's always exciting to come here.
Andy, how does it feel to end a tour so close to home? I mean,
Great.
it must be nice,
I get to ride the bus.
Yeah.
I don't have to fly. It's great.
nowhere.
No security. On that bus, sleep all the way home. But San Antonio's always been a great town for us. I mean, we go back here a long way, so it's great to come. I mean, the nice thing is that we just do tend to come here regularly and always enjoy ourselves here.
Why Texas, out of all the states to live in, Why
I could
Texas?
tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
My wife has
Tex-Mex food.
family in Dallas.
Okay, cool.
So I was actually in England prior to moving to Texas, and when we decided to move back to the States, it seemed a logical choice to go close to where her family was. So that's it. I love it there. I mean, I just fit right in, boy.
Except for the weather, right?
I'll tell you what.
Vinny, last July you did a show to honor the great Les Paul. You had John DeServio of Black Label Society, Mike DeMeo, the ex-singer of Riot, join you on stage. Can you let us in on some of the details of that show?
Yeah, my manager had been talking to the Iridium Club for actually a couple years about me doing a show there. They were having some guest guitar players come in since Les died. They've had people like Zach Wild, just a bunch of people who I can't think of off the top of my head. And, I was asked to be one of the guys to come in and do a show, and I was quite honored to go there and play the club on Les Paul night and sit in with the Les Paul band and then do my own set.
Andy, you actually recorded about 15 tracks in Germany for the new album.
I did indeed, yes.
Does this mean that the writing process is done with the album and we're all thinking just about recording now?
Well,
He did 15 songs in 3 days.
Wow.
Some of them good.
Can you give us maybe a working title?
No working title. We don't know because Phil keeps everything under wraps until the last
yeah.
minute. So basically, right now they're just raw bass and drum tracks. And
A producer maybe?
sorry.
A producer maybe?
No,
We're producing it ourselves.
That's that's all kind of hush hush right now. Can't tell you. Like I said, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
After decades of hard rock and great hits, you guys have gone through it all. Reunions, breakups. There was a lot of tension during the Michael Schenker era.
Absolutely.
What has been your most accomplished moment to this date as a band after all these years?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Just the fact that we're still here, doing it, and the band is better than ever. I think. I mean, it's just you'll see. I mean, it's different. Obviously it's not. You can't stay the same, and we're all a lot older. But I just think the band still has a lot to offer, and it's just fun. I mean, that's to me that's the essential ingredient is that if it's not fun, why would you want to do it? You know, and there was times, as you pointed out, you know, with Michael and in the past, that it really wasn't fun anymore. So that's a good reason that I haven't been around as much as I probably should have been. But you know, right now I'm just digging it. I mean, Vinny's a great player and he's an okay guy. So no, he's a great guy, you know, and we all get along, you know. That really helps, you know. It really helps.
What motivates you as a drummer? I mean, after all these years, you know, it gets
Money?
harder and harder and harder. Absolutely, but I mean,
no, I'm just teasing.
You know,
it's never been about the money. But you mean harder physically? Harder. Yeah, it does. And you know, especially when you get, we had like sickness on this tour at the beginning. Everyone came down with, you know, this kind of flu, so that kind of hits you. But I mean, motivation is just, you'll see just the people out there that want to hear it. You know, and that's, to me, that's the biggest motivation. You know, I mean, if there's people want to hear me play, I'll keep playing. You know, and it's you don't really have to look for the energy when you're out there. It's kind of like almost like a vampire kind of thing, man. You kind of feed off the audience. So
in fact, we do. We actually bite them.
Yes. A few of them always disappear after the show. No, I mean, that's a question that a lot of people ask, but you know, I've never really had that problem, you know, and it does get tougher. I mean, as you get older, you know, obviously, you know, it's a little harder to recover. But
I mean, playing drums is completely. You have to use your whole body.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, and I'm a fairly physical drummer as they go, you know. I work up a sweat, so.
And the way I have to like hold the guitar and stand, he sits all night. I have to actually stand. I'm holding this 10 pounds.
Prance around, like, looking at cleavage in the front row. I mean, it's really hard, you know, for him.
I'm bending strings, you know, and like prancing and posing.
About posing, pulling shapes.
Tough gig.
Tough.
Not every band is successful in every region, as we know. But in your opinion, why has UFO been more successful in countries like France and Germany as opposed to the U.S.?
Well, Germany, I know, you know, we hit that at a very early age because we had a couple of records that did well there, like back in the real early 70s.
We still get requests for Boogie for George and Prince Kajuku, which these guys recorded in like 71 or 72.
Yeah, or 70, I think.
Pre-Schenker, pre-everything.
Exactly.
When they were a space rock band.
Yeah, so
in Germany, we still get people saying, how come you didn't play Boogie for George?
That's, I think, really here we got our foot in the door in Europe real early, so we established quite a big following. We're just fortunate. I mean, the record company that we were with, a small record company in England, just released that album to Teldec, I think it was, Telefunk and Deck, and they promoted it, and it did well, as it did in Japan too. So it wasn't. We didn't come to America until '75 after the first Chrysalis album, Phenomenon. We came here, and that was hard because. That was difficult because you know it took a lot of money to get a band from England to America and be able to work America. So you had to have some backing from the record company. So and we worked that a long time. And you know,
Michael Jackson.
At
Full moon or half moon?
At Phil's request, man, he asked me.
Is it?
Do you want to see the bollock?
Yeah, we do. I believe we do, Bobby.
You don't want no part of that, Dewey.
We've got ladies.
Hold it.
You want to show that?
No, I can't do that.
He's watching. He was watching. He was watching Leader out of the window.
And he
Having a wedding.
had his bullock out.
You don't want to see it. Metal rules.
Yeah, you don't want no part of that.
Hey, I've went over the back of a truck.
What can your fans look forward to in the near future? Are you planning on promoting the new album? Maybe another North American tour or something?
Not well. This is it for this year.
That's it.
Like Vinny said, he's got to go in the studio and start working on the album. We're hoping the new album will be out early next year, like
February.
January, February time, hopefully.
Better be out, or we're in big trouble.
Yeah, and then we start a European tour in
England, right, in March.
Yeah, in March time. I think we've got a rock cruise to do out of Florida in February.
Nice.
Maybe some Florida dates. That's up in the air. We're not really sure about that, but definitely the cruise, and then Europe in March. The UK, Europe.
You sure
March,
you can't
April.
squeeze another Texas date in there somewhere?
I wish. It's easy for me. Yeah, no
It's
flights.
always good to come back here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love San Antonio, man. I've always liked this town.
Well, thank you guys for your time, and
Hey, thank
we hope
you.
to have you on Metal Rules again. Good luck tonight.
Thanks
and
very much.
Good luck in the
Man.
future.
All right,
Thank you.
man.
You guys have a good
Stick
one.
around for the
Thanks,
show.
everybody.